Alright, so this will be a tutorial on using a circle to draw an ellipse. And we will need just a few things. You'll need your paper, a compass, and if for some reason you don't have a compass, you would actually be able to find something in your house that is smooth and round. For instance, I could use this jar upside down if it didn't have any liquid in it. Or I could take the lid that would go on that jar and I could place it in the right place on my paper and use that to make a circle. Because we'll only be using our compass really to make a circle today. You'll also want a straight edge, and it's best if you have a ruler so that you can measure some distances, and you'll want at least one right triangle. So, the beginning is finding the center of our page. So I'm going to take my straight edge from corner to corner. And very lightly mark towards the center of my page. Go from the other diagonal to make another mark and see where they meet. And that is my center point. After I found that center, I can erase any stray marks. Hope that the baby doesn't fall. And then use my compass from the center to make a nice circle. Now, this is where it's nice if you do have a ruler. We can make this kind of a standard circle. And in this case, I would ask that it's 5 centimeters in radius, which would be a 10 centimeter diameter. But if you don't have a compass or a ruler, you can still make a circle that will work. And it's okay to make this circle nice and dark. Okay. So I have a circle with the center of my page as the center of that circle. And now I'm going to use my straight edge against the side of my page and my right triangle so that I can draw a diameter of this circle that is perfectly horizontal. Meaning that it is going to run parallel to the bottom and the top of my page in landscape. And I'm going to mark just this diameter. I don't want to go past the circle. So I'm going to just very darkly draw this line. And this line is going to actually be the major axis of my ellipse. And so I want you to notice that if I took a triangle and placed one of the legs on the center of the circle, and then put the 90-degree angle up against the edge of my circle, I could draw lines that would just touch the circle in that one place. Those lines are tangent lines. And so I could keep moving around and draw all the tangent lines of this circle by keeping one leg right on the center of the circle and moving this corner to all the different points. And so every one of the lines I would draw would just touch that one point and never cross the center of the circle. Okay, so that's what would happen if I used the center of the circle to draw around. Instead, I'm going to use 2 foci. And so now I'm going to take my compass and shrink it. And again, if you were using a ruler, you could choose a measurement. So today I'm going to go ahead and choose to make my foci exactly 4 centimeters from the center. But it doesn't have to be an exact measurement. what I would ask in this first case is that I do make my foci pretty far from the center. But by using my compass, I can make sure that the points that I mark are symmetrical. So I've now found focus 1. I'm going to name that F1. And focus 2, I will name that F2. And then making my ellipse is actually pretty easy from here. This is all the information I need, and I can just use my right triangle to draw tangent lines. And these tangent lines are going to carve within the circle so that my vertices still match the ends of the circle, but the ellipse itself is going to fall to the inside. So I'll show you an example now. I can take one of my foci and use my pencil to hold that point, and I'm going to make sure that one of the edges of my triangle is against that focus. I'm then going to take the right angle on my triangle and make sure it's touching the circle. And I'm not going to draw the line that goes to the focus. I'm going to draw the line on the other leg, and I'm only going to draw what's inside the circle. Again, I catch the baby. And so you can see I've drawn a line here. Now that by itself does not seem like it's going to make an ellipse, but what happens is that as I creep around the circle, still making sure I have a leg on the focus, I get all these intersecting lines. So I'm just going to draw a few for you to see here. And these intersecting lines are all going to be tangent to some point. Each of them is going to be tangent to some point on the ellipse. So you can see I've just got a few here, and you can see this point right here where they start crossing. That's going to start forming a curve as I get more and more lines. I'm going to pause the video and draw some more lines for you to see what happens.